hung out at MIT and dropped out a little bit later after this. But in 75, I had a really tight vision where a corporation in 75 has a committee meeting where they realize, if we keep going this way of just exploiting all the resources and going for maximum profit and not really caring about externalities, including waste, but also including the misery of our employees and all this other stuff, the collateral damage to whatever we're doing to people's, if we go along this way, the committee said, in 50 years, it's all going to crash or start coming apart or being real, toxic. What do we do? So they envisioned, well, let's imagine an alternative way of approaching all these benefits from a less backstabby, a more cooperative approach. And who do we need to send as personnel into a valley that had all the necessary resources? And they realized we got to invite 16 other corporations. So there's one global corporation like General Motors, already diversified. But they needed 16 others to approximate the complexity of what it would take to consciously do this. And that's why that's a pretty tough pitch to venture capitalists. Say, we're going to just do the all, join our future tribe and you got it all covered. And we're sort of as if a nation / corporation / tribe / gang. You don't want to go there. But, we have all this music and art and we're like an effective. But if you do that as a company, you're not so exclusive and you open the boundaries. And that was one vision. The other one came in 2013 because I realized I'm never going to be able to pitch that to anybody because nobody's going to want to do it. It's like incredibly like, what's the point unless you're giving it all away? But that is the point. And now we understand that we kind of need to give it all away intelligently to get everybody back in the game. But people don't trust anybody giving things away. So it has to get pitched as an employee. Wouldn't you rather work for a company that has your resources covered? And you're going to have to give up some, I don't know. I think there's a lot of jobs to be done. And if you're flexible about what you're willing to do, you can compromise and say, well, this is what I really want to do. And here's what we need people to do. And you do some of both. And it's a much more relaxed, flex. You start intelligently sharing resources from co-op ownership. It's a goal. It's not a mandate. And this gets pitched right now to venture capitalists that are coming to America with all these bazillion dollars. And then these are models that can spread all over the world. I was trying to get to how fast things can change. And right now in February, where it's still too cold to really do anything, and I got to get a few bucks together. I don't do GoFundMe. Somebody want to help me with that? I'll have a hard time asking for anything because I'm the one usually helping people out. But I'm a little tight because I've been helping people out. The permaculture movement, particularly in Uganda and Kenya, is a model of how you take first building blocks and start to maybe conceptualize hamlets to community, self-sufficiently, also integrated to the global economy. But getting back to currency,